Alright, so welcome back again. My name is Jesse, and in this wonderful and exciting tutorial, we're trying to see how to use one of the newest features of Streamlit to be able to build a very simple app. Right, so let's see what to be building. So I'll go back again to my localhost here and trying to see what to be building in Streamlit. So this is a very simple basic application that we're trying to build. We're trying to build a very simple app that you can chat with PDF, right? RAG PDF, and then there's also another feature which you can do PDF merge, which is a very basic utility application in which you can upload a sample of PDF. So let's say I have some PDFs. Let's go to my desktop here. I have these tools. So I have, let's say, how large language model think, and then something like this, right? These two. I'll copy these two there. And once I copy them to the two of them, I can order them. So let me add another one. So that is like 3. And then we can check it out. I'll paste in this one, right? So I have 3 different PDFs, right? And because I have 3, I can now specify which of them to merge. I can select the order. So this is the first one, right? So I want to go with this. And then the Tomp MPO is a very nice project. And then this one is the last one, right? So I've sorted the order here that I want to merge. This can be made nicer, right? But let's keep it like this. And then from there, I can just click on merge. And then it's going to analyze, and then it's going to merge them. And as you can see, this is the one for the latest, which was the first one, and then the second one, the large language model. So if I go down here, I can scroll down. You can see that that's merged them very well. This is a nice feature from Streamlit, which is already embedded within it. You can see all the different pages, right, already merged. And then I can quickly, there's so much stuff there. I can quickly click on download, and then I have it here, right? So this is the merge one. So this is the merge PDF, which is quite huge, right? So this is different PDFs. That is one part of the application. I can also go to the splitter, and then when I go to the splitter, I can upload a PDF. So let's pick any of them. So I'll pick the same OAS, and then with this OAS, it is quite huge. You can see that this is the PDF. Because it's quite huge, right? It's taking some time, right? So this is it. You can zoom in and zoom out. That is a nice thing with it. So I can zoom in or zoom out, right? And this is the OAPS top 10 for LLM. And I can specify the number of splits I want, or the split per page. So let's say I want to split by, let's say just 4. Enter. Then it's going to split them into 4 different pages. If I go down here, click on split, then this is going to split it into 4 because I specified 4. We now have it as here, 4 different ones. So we have this one here, then we can download it as a zip, right? If I click on it, you may not see it, but it's loading behind the scene. Then later on, you see that it's going to come. Then I can download all of them. And now you see that we have all of them splitted into 4, right? Can open it here. If I open it, you can see that this is the top LLM. This is just the first 4 page, right? And then the next page will be the next one, right? Here's another one, right? Totally different. So this is a very simple application we're trying to build in this tutorial, in which we're trying to use Streamlit new feature of SacredText. So if I go to the document docs here, and I go to the API reference, there's a new feature. More features are always added. So in case I have not shown it, this is where you can find them. And we have this one here, right? So we have SacredText inside the media. So more features are being added. This one here, right? So we have logo and then SacredText. So that's what we're trying to see, how to use this nice SacredText to be able to build a very useful application. So let's start with it. So first, we understand the concept of PDF, pypdf. We have the option of PDF reader and PDF writer. So when we have a PDF, we want to read it and preview it, and then we want to be able to read it, and then with the writer we can split them into different ones, or with the writer we can merge multiple PDF into one, right? So let's see how to build it from scratch. I'll go back again to my workspace here, and this is the old one that is running, so I'll stop it. And then you start. So in case you don't have, you can just go with pip install. So let's go from here, pip install Streamlit, right? And then we also need to go with Streamlit PDF because we want to add the PDF support for it. Then we also need to install pypdf 2 or pypdf 2, and then the next one we need is, these are the two main ones, right? So Streamlit and pypdf. So these are the two main stuff to install. So if I click on it, I already have it installed perfectly. Now let's start building some app. So this time we not build the chat PDF first. We first build the utility application. Then let me create a simple code, and let's call it as st app, right, .py. I'm going to open this one in my terminal here, and then we start writing some code. So let's save it here, and then I'll expand it, and then we'll start writing some useful stuff with Streamlit. So let's start with it. So what I'll do is first I'm going to import Streamlit. We can code this one, but yeah, let's learn the hard way, right? I'm going to create my first page, which is going to be PDF viewer. It's going to be my first page, pass, and then I'm just going to, this is the first page, right? We'll create, then we'll create 3 more pages. Then the second one is going to be def pdf split, split page, def pdf merge page, right? And then we can just use the navigation. So pg is going to be my navigation. Then within my navigation I'll specify my list, right? So first I want to get my first page, st.page, which is going to be the PDF viewer to view it, and this one will take a title, and I can call it as, say, PDF viewer, the basic one, right? How do you use it basically? Then I can give an icon. Then let's give an icon like, let's say material, let's give it like smiley, right? And then I'll repeat the same one. We can just give it a different name, but let's go with this later on to make it beautiful. 2, 3. So I have 1, 2, right? So this is going to be for the split page, and then the second one is going to be for the merge page, right? So we have them here, and then I can just go with pg.run to have my 3 pages. So let's start with the viewer. How do we view this in Streamlit? So with the new feature with the Streamlit PDF, all you need to do is that first let's load the application. So st.subheader PDF viewer, and then what we do is that first let's upload some stuff. I'm just going to go with my upload file, st.sidebar.file uploader. Then this is going to be upload PDF, and then I'll pass in my type, which in our case it can be a list, but I just want to go with my PDF, and then say if my uploaded file, then I will just read it, right? So in case I want to read it, I can just simply go with my st.pdf, and this one takes in a byte.io or a PDF file object, right? So I can simply just pass in the file object like this, and then this is going to read it. And then we have the option of specifying the height, which we can say that the height is 600. Then you can also specify the stretch. So let's see if this one works. I'll go back again to my workspace here. Then I'm going to run my Streamlit run st app. Then this is going to run and open my browser. So it's telling that we have an issue with the smiley, but let's change this one from smiley to, let's call it as a favorite, right? We can just give it a different name. So the order for these ones can be interesting. I think there is nothing like smiley, that's why it's giving us this error, but we can change it. So let's use this. Let's use the favorite instead of the smiley. and then I'll go back again to, you can see that that's open already. I'll copy the port and then I'll open it from my Chrome browser here. So this is my Chrome. I have so many browsers open, apologies. You can see that I have one here, and then let's refresh from this. So this is the old one. And if I refresh, we have my PDF viewer, PDF viewer, PDF viewer. We need to do better, so I'll just position it side by side. And then we can just change the name. So this is PDF viewer, PDF split, and PDF merge. Right. And then if I always run, we have our PDF viewer. So here, if I come back here, I can upload a PDF. And let's upload any of the PDFs. So we have, let's say something like this one. I have no idea of what this one is, but let's go down and then pick this one here. And then once I pick it down, you see that we have my stuff already uploaded, right? Which is very cool. And then you can specify the size. So the size we have is 600. I can make it like 700, and then it's bigger, right? You see that it's bigger than it is. You can, this is out of the box from Streamlit ST.PDF. I can go with minus, like reduce it, scale it up, and then if there are links inside, the links are also clickable, right? So if we have reference within them, they are also clickable. Very cool, right? That is something we have done with the preview. So how do we use it, right? So let's go to our next step. We want to build this feature right within our application. So how do we do that? I'll go down here and then we'll start with this. So what we need is we need some functions. So we need a function to split the PDF per page, right? And then we need another function, split PDF per count, right? So we need some functions, right? So these are the two functions that we use for splitting for these ones, right? And then we also need another function to do the merge. So st, so merge PDF. So how do we do that? So in case you want to know more, I did some time ago, I did some tutorial on how to do these things, but let's work on it. So let's do the merge first. So the merge is quite simple. All we need is, we have my merge PDFs function, and I'll pass in a PDF. Let's find a PDF byte list, right? We need a list, and then we want to just go with my PDF writer, and this PDF writer is coming from pypdf. So we have PDF writer, and I need to import this one from our top. It's going to be from pypdf2 import PDF writer. Right, so this is the one we are using, and then we also have PDF reader. So we are using pypdf2 or pypdf, any of them. You can use any of them, but let's use pypdf. Is supposed to be spelled this way, pypdf2, right? PDF reader and PDF pypdf, right? And then once I done that, I will have my writer. So the idea of the writer is to help us to create a new PDF, right? So that is the main idea behind the writer. Then I'm going to loop through the entire stuff that I have. So it's going to be for PDF byte in pypdf list. You want to just write it. That's how we do it. So go with my PDF reader. Let's read it. pypdf reader. No, PDF reader. I'll pass in an io.byte io, which I will need to import. And I'll pass in my PDF, right? Then once I pass in the PDF, I'll loop through it for page in my PDF reader dot pages, because we want to split, or not split but merge them. I will now want to merge them. So PDF PDF writer, the writer that we created. Then I'll pass in my add. That is it, right? So what you're doing is that we create a writer, then we look through the entire PDF list that we have, the bytes, we read it, then we check the number of pages that we have for each of them, then we write them again, then we are going to merge them. So merge stream back, then my io.bytes io, I create a byte io, then our PDF writer dot write. So we have the write, and I'll merge them back. Yep, into one. And then I can now go with my merge dot seek. Then I can now return them. So merge stream dot read. That is all. So this is a simple function. We need to import IO. So import IO. You can vibe code this, but yeah, let's do the learning the hard way. So that is it, right? So this is a merge PDF. Now we want to use this particular function here. So what do we want to do is that we need to get file uploads. So we need a file upload. We need selection or ordering, and then we need to apply the function, and then we also need a download. So right, so these are the three main stuff that we need. So we need the file uploads, and then in case we want to upload it, all we need is we just have to go with my uploaded files, st.sidebar.file uploader, as we had. So upload multiple PDFs, or let's go just upload one or more PDFs. And then this one is very important. You have to specify that you specify the type, which in our case is PDF, but we want to specify that we want to accept multiple files. So accept multiple files go to true. Right, this is very important. So by that case, we are able to get multiple files and use them, right? Now once we get the multiple files, we just want to say that if there is an uploaded file, we want to get their names. So first, to do the ordering, I want to get options, and then I'm going to get the file name. So file.name, you can use a dictionary from here for file in my uploaded files. We get all the file names. Then we want to do selection. So selection is going to be st. This is a new feature. We have the segmented control. This is a very nice feature that is recent. Then I'll specify the directions that I want, or not directions, but I can say order or sequence. Then I can pass in my options, and then selection mode. Multi. We have single and multi, right? And then if I go with this, if I save this, let's check here. If I go to the merge, and if I upload something, I'm going to see this feature there, right? Perfect. Then I can just specify the selection. So st.markdown. You can use a banner, right? But just go with this. So order, something like this, and then I can just pass in my selections here. So let's do an F string. Perfect. So this is going to be the order. Now how do we order it? So to order it, just go to if st.button merge, then we will now do the ordering, right? So we get everything. We want to get the name to file. We want to get the name to file, right? So we have a dictionary that you want to get the name. So we can call it as f dot name, then f for f in uploaded files. This is going to be a dictionary. Then you want to get the reordered files. Did I spell it correct? Reordered files. Then this is going to be the name to file. I'll pass in the name that I have, then for name in the selection. Then I can now get the PDF byte list. I'm just doing it on a very basic approach. You can simplify this so that I don't need to have a lot of loops, right? Then I can now read it. So for f in my reordered files, and we can now pass this one to our merge. So merge PDF, I'll pass in my PDF byte lists, right? Perfect. And then st.markdown, let's say perfect. And then I can go with my st.pdf, then I'll pass in my merge PDF, right? So let's save this one to a variable, merge PDF. Yep, so this is it. So we have the option here to apply, reorder, reapply, and then we can also add download, right? You know, a Streamlit download is quite easy to do. All you need is you just have to go with st download, right? You just do this. We don't want to download it as zip, but as PDF. Right, you just pass in the merge file into here. That is it. So let's save this one, go back here, refresh. We have my sidebar here. I can upload some files. So let's go back and upload some files here. So I have an article. This is a nice article. Can pass it here. Let's upload another one. I will go to my downloads and see if there's a different article I can also upload. Yeah, we have data structures and algorithms, right? So these are 3, which is quite huge. And then I can upload another one from my desktop. Let's go with this. So we have three of them, right? And I can order them. So if I click on data structures, it's going to be the first one. I click on how large are they, it's going to be this how LLMs are designed to hallucinate, a very nice article. And then this one. So we have these 3. If I click on merge, it's saying okay, virtual list object is not callable. It's because of here, right? So for page in PDF read pages, so we have to go back here to our function, and you see there's a nice feature here, right? You can copy as Google or as ChatGPT, which is a very nice feature from Streamlit, right? That is a very nice feature that can be very useful in case you want to back. So this is not a function, it's an attribute, right? And then if I rerun again, merge, now you see that it's merging, and now you see that it has merged all of these books together. This is very cool, together with the LLM books in the right order, right? And then if I go down, I can download, and I have it here, right? So that is the first app for the PDF merge. So we have spent about 30 minutes. Let's go to the PDF split and see how to build this one. So this also, the idea is the same thing that we had. If you have a PDF, you want to split them, right? So the other one is we have multiple PDFs, we mesh them. Now we have one PDF, we want to be able to split them. That is the opposite. So I'll go down to my application here, and then we'll build it from here, right? So to save us time, I have the code already, so I'll copy it and then explain so that it's faster. So let's go down here, and then I will copy in a moment and explain it, right? So I'll copy this one, and then we will merge it here. So this is going to be the PDF merge. So what we will do is that we need to import zip. So from we import zip, we have zip file to help us with our zipping, right? So what we want to do is that we have the option, we read a PDF, we check the total number of pages, and then we specify, we divide it by the number of chunks we want, right? Then we split them. Then we look through the number of chunks that we have specified, right? The number of iterations, the number of chunks. Then we write them back, just as we did, right, with the writer. The same for the split by page. We read it, we count the total number of pages. We now specify the page by which we want to split. Then we use a while loop, then we split it, right? And then we write with this one. Perfect. And then we can now use it within our application here. So let's call it as split page, right? PDF split page. So what we are doing is that we're going to upload all the PDF, right? And then we have another option to specify if you want to split by number of split or page per split. Then once we have done with that, we preview it, we read the file. If the split mode is by number of split, we get the option to select the number that we want, then we split by chunks. Else we split by the number of pages the users apply here, then we split by page count. Perfect. And then finally we will now combine them together. So we will just read it one after the other, so in case there are multiple pages, we'll be able to read them. And then in case we want to download them all as a zip, because we have splitted them, we need to use zip. So I'll just create a zip IO and then write them together as a zip. Then we just download them here, right? That's the basic idea. So let's go down here and then let's run it. And then I'll go back here, refresh. This is it. So let's refresh it again. And if I come back to the split option here, I can upload a page. So let's pick this one. And then this is previewable. This is a very nice article. Then I'll go to split by 2 pages. And as you can see, this is a lot of pages, right? So there are a lot of pages, but I can split by just 2. So if I go with split, or let's go with split by 4, and I'll click on this button, automatically it is going to show the preview of 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can now download it. So if I go back here, we have 4 that splitted them perfectly well. If I check the last one, you see that it's the last page, right? Perfect. So that is a very simple application I built from scratch using Streamlit, and then a new feature from Streamlit PDF, right? So thank you for watching the tutorial. See you another time. So main idea is that we are just using the new feature, two of the new features, right, to be able to build a very nice stuff. So go with st.pdf, has all the magic within them. We specify the file, which can be a PDF, can be a file uploader or an IO object, and then you just specify the height. Then we created a function to merge, functions to split them, and then we binding them together as one file. So thank you for watching. See you another time. Stay blessed.